So, big news in my end of the world today. Both of my children need braces.
Oh, oh, that's not cheap, Claire.
No, it's not.
Yeah, that's a big expense for a yoga teacher. So today we're going to talk about marketing. Are you ready to become a yoga trainer? Welcome to the Yoga Trainer Fast Track.
We help experienced yoga teachers become trainers in their very own yoga teacher training school.
If you wish it was easier to have your own training, we share tips and tutorials to make your wish come true.
If you're an experienced yoga teacher, like and subscribe to get free resources so we keep making more videos. With that being said, let's get started.
So, we're talking about marketing today, and we're especially talking about marketing without social media because we have an exciting thing going on tonight. We are doing some marketing without social media because we're going to interview one of our mentors, who we have, not a yoga mentor, but a marketing mentor who I really like. I'll show you the picture of her. Her name's Leonie Dawson, and I have taken a lot of courses with her. And she has a course coming up called Marketing Without Social Media. And we're going to take this course because we need to be guided through some marketing ideas without social media.
Yeah, and if you have not familiarized yourself with Leonie Dawson, you haven't discovered her yet, some of the things we love about her, she's very colorful. She is very free. She's very supportive. She's playful, but she is also super serious when it comes to business. She's got some very strong boundaries about how she runs her business. She is authentic. She's full of integrity. She has some boundaries about, her family life and how to balance her work and her life. We think she's a lot like us in terms of being playful yet serious. But she's also a self-made, are you ready? Millionaire.
Multi-millionaire.
Oh,
Like she says on her website here that she has generated over 12 million in revenue. And she actually does like newsletters every month where she talks about money. And I think that's like a little bit taboo for yoga teachers because often if we talk about money, people, none of us are in it for the money, or else we probably would have become lawyers or something if we wanted to make a lot of money. And that's all we cared about. But yeah, she's generated over 12 million in revenue through her business.
And that's what I love about her too. She's authentic and she's done it by, yes, she's done a lot of study and she's done some business courses herself and she's become a specialist in the industry, but she's also carved her own path to some degree. And you're right, as yoga teachers, we don't do it for the money. We do it because we believe in what we're doing and how yoga can be of service to so many. But then you get put in a situation like myself where if that's the case, how do we balance the obligations and responsibilities of life, like 2 sets of braces all of a sudden? So super excited to speak to Leonie tonight. I'm
a little starstruck. I'm a little starstruck. I mean, the reason we're doing it, is because I've been following her for quite a long time. I think I first came across her in 2015. And funny enough, I remember it was from a Facebook ad. So that was back when Facebook ads were more effective. And now she just found, so I remember her going through her journey. I found her through her workbooks, her business workbook. And then, Claire, you had heard about her through me and someone else, I think.
And I think it was in the matter of the same week. My partner at the studio, Lisa, was talking about Leonie and her journals and her workbooks. And then you had mentioned at the same time. So that made me pay attention. Who is this woman? And it'll take one glance at her website to know whether she is for you or not, because she's very playful, very colorful. And I mean that in a lot of ways. So you'll know whether or not she's for you, but we really like her. We trust her. And she's done some really great work she also gives a lot back because she's become a self-made multi-millionaire, and we can relate to her. So we want to take her course because we know we can't do it all. We're great yoga teachers. We've developed Yoga Trainer Fast Track. As you know, we've delivered it. But marketing is not our specialty. So we're going to learn from somebody who has that specialty.
Yeah, she's very open book when it comes to, marketing. And since 2015, I've seen her try expanding her business and hiring a executive director, and then she'll talk about that. If you ever listen to any of her podcasts, that she hated it. She spent more time managing people, and she likes to run a lean machine with her business. So it's just her, and she has 2 part-time assistants who help her. And she's running this business, multi-million-dollar business, which I think is pretty cool. She doesn't work all the time. And I think that's why she said no social media, because, we're trying to figure this out ourselves too, it can take so long to do the social media. And then the other day we were looking at, what's the payoff we get for the social media? How many people click that page, that link in our bio from our social media? And it wasn't that many. Like, we got way more results from posting things as a blog post and trying to get business through Google search than through social media. And so we're trying to kind of work smarter, not harder. And even though this marketing without social media course, I feel like I don't know whether I'll learn anything new. I probably have heard a lot of the things before because I've been self-employed, and so have you, for a long time. But I'm looking for a structure, because sometimes it's just like, yeah, I know a lot, but like, where do I start? And I know this course will be like, start here. And it's like,
Right.
okay, now I don't have that decision to make.
Right. And because you've been following her for a long time and she's got some other great courses, we know that we can trust her. You know that you want to hear what she has to say. And it might not be necessarily fresh or new, but you know that you want to spend your energy and your time listening to her talk about something that we need to learn about. And, it's about reciprocity. If you're not going to use social media, then how do we stay engaged with like-minded individuals, and how do we connect? So we're going to take the course ourselves. We'll, of course, share what we know with you, but we thought you might be interested in taking this course as well.
And Claire, that reminded me of that idea of marketing without social media. The whole reason why we're interviewing her is because she is not using social media. So she knows I'm on her list, and I've paid for all her courses. And even this one I'm taking again, but once you buy it, once you get to take it again. So, and then I became an affiliate of hers, and she reached out to her affiliates who she said, like, instead of me paying Facebook money to run an ad, I would rather pay you an affiliate commission for you to interview me and tell your people about me. And that actually was a big change in my marketing too, where I just thought, like, why should I be paying these big corporations? Like, so when we market, like, we take courses, like we talked about taking that course with Mado, and I'm taking one with the Connected Yoga Teacher. It's like, I would rather connect with other teachers through other teachers instead of paying these big corporations money. So I really like that philosophy as well. And I think that works better for yoga teachers than trying to be like this big, you're a little fish in a big pond if you're on Facebook. Whereas if you can market or find your own social network within the yoga teachers that then it lets you be a bigger fish in a smaller pond. So I'm curious, maybe we'll end up interviewing more people who are in our fast track program, or maybe more people who are thinking of joining the fast track program. I'm just curious to see where it takes us.
Yeah, I love this idea of just really, really building our community nice and strong, get to know each other. When we say, you're not alone and we're all in this together, it has to come from some sort of sustenance. We've done it. You've done it. We're all trying to wear all of these different hats. So let's keep it within this realm. And I'm really excited. So we can, of course, share a link to the course if anybody else is excited. And next week we'll share our actual interview so you can see how it goes with Leonie.
Yeah, and the course, the Marketing Without Social Media course, starts on March 1st at 8 a.m. Pacific time. It's mostly a self-paced training, but there are live calls, 2 live calls where you actually are on the call with Leonie and she's answering questions. I've done a lot of them before. But you go through the course at your own pace, which is really handy as well. So we'll drop those links in the bio or in the description. And if you want to work on your marketing, if your kids are getting braces, I hope we see you there.